Hello there, hello all. Welcome to Learn with Mr. Tamuli. If you are keen to learn, you have found the right tutor. That's me, Mr. Tamuli. Be assured, you will be able to learn thoroughly with Mr. Tamuli. Let me introduce to you someone who is very intelligent and smart. Here comes Subhodip. Subhodip will present this tutorial on my behalf. I am sure you will find Subhodip's presentation very absorbing.
Hello friends. My name is Subhodip. Actually, I am a virtual assistant of Mr. Tamuli. I shall present this tutorial on behalf of Mr. Tamuli. Currently in our tutorials, we are learning 6th standard mathematics. This series of tutorials is for the first chapter, namely knowing our numbers, of your textbook. This tutorial is numbered tutorial number 4 in the current series. In this tutorial we shall learn larger numbers and their Indian names. So, let's begin our discussion right away. In India we use two names for larger numbers. The first one is LAKH, and the second one is crore. You must have watched the popular TV show KBC. In KBC the prize for answering the 13th question correctly is 25 lakh rupees. 25 lakh is a lot of money. But, much larger than 25 lakh is 7 crore rupees. Which is the jackpot, or ultimate prize that one can win in KBC. Today we shall figure out exactly how big these numbers are, 25 lakh, 7 crore etc. In India we use the name lakh for the 6th position. And the name crore is used for the 8th position. You have already learned the first 4 positions, namely 1, 10, 100, and 1000, in our earlier tutorial, that is in tutorial number 1. Before we move towards comprehending very large numbers, let me tell you that sometimes we use two different names for the same number. For example, let's take the number 1425. We call this number as 1425. We know that this name, 1425, is absolutely the correct name. And there is no doubt about it, whatsoever. But sometimes we also use the name 1425 for this number. So, is this a correct name? Let us investigate. We shall call the alternate way of naming as the second convention. And let's call the correct way of naming as the first convention. Now, suppose you went to a nice restaurant with your parents. After having dinner your father looked at the bill, and took out 1000 rupee note, 400 rupee notes, 2 10 rupee notes, and 5 1 rupee coins, and gave them to the manager at the billing counter. As you can see, your father paid 1425 rupees, which is the exact amount of the bill for your dinner. But the manager returned the 1000 rupee note to your father. And asked for 100 rupee notes instead. So your father pulled out 10 100 rupee notes from his wallet, and gave them to the manager. That means in total, your father gave 1400 rupee notes, 2 10 rupee notes, and 5 1 rupee coins. In short, he gave 1425 rupees. So we find that the name 1425 for the number 1425 is not an incorrect name. Therefore the second convention of naming a number is also valid. What actually happened in the second convention is that we removed the distinction or barrier between the 4th and the 3rd positions. Since this new position is a combination of two original positions, we are allowed to have 2-digit numbers in this combined position. And the combined position takes the name of the rightmost of the original positions, that is 100 in this case. We often use the second convention of naming for referring to years in the Gregorian calendar. For example, we say that the great ancient Indian mathematician Bhaskara II was born in the year 1114. We don't usually say that Bhaskara II was born in the year 1114. Do we? But for referring to money, it is always better to use the first convention of naming. If your father wishes to pay the restaurant bill in the form of a check, he should write 1425 in words in the check. If he writes 1425 in words, the bank might refuse to accept the check. If you have watched KBC, you must have seen Mr. Amitabh Bachchan signing a check and presenting it to the contestant. Why I am telling you about the second convention of naming numbers is that we need to make use of this convention or way of naming numbers quite regularly while dealing with larger numbers. In fact, the second convention becomes essential while naming larger numbers. On that note, let's begin our journey of learning larger numbers. We all know that the place value of the first place is 1. In terms of money value, the first position is home to the 1 rupee coin. In terms of physical or material value, you can get a chocolate eclair with a 1 rupee coin. Similarly, the place value of the second position is 10. Its money value is the 10 rupee note, with which you can buy a pack of potato chips. The place value of the third position is 100. In terms of money value, the 100 rupee note belongs to this position. And with 100 rupees you can get a very nice dollop of ice cream. 1000 is the place value of the fourth position. We can relate this value to a 1000 rupee note. If you get 1000 rupees, you can take your best friend to a nice restaurant. And both you and your friend can have a very satisfying thali. Now, to determine the place value of the fifth position, what we shall do is, we shall take the largest 4-digit number, which is 9999. With 9999 we shall add 1. And our answer is a 5-digit number, 10000. The alternative way of determining the place value of the fifth position is to multiply the place value of the fourth position by 10. So, 10 times 1000 is equal to 10000. Name of this 5-digit number is 10,000. Actually, like the first, second, third, and fourth positions, we do not have a unique name for the fifth position. Therefore, for this position we use the second convention of naming, which we talked about a little while ago. As per this convention, we remove the rigid distinction between the fourth and the fifth position. Thereby we get a combined position where we can place 2-digit numbers. And this combined position takes the name of the rightmost position, which in this case is 1000. As per this convention, the name of the number 10000 is 10,000. Here in our illustration we are using separate columns or boxes to distinguish the various positions or places of a number. While actually using numbers in mathematical or other work, we cannot always use such tables. We simply have to imagine them. But for convenience, what we can use is commas. The comma before the third place shall indicate that the digits preceding the comma, that is the digits in the fourth and the fifth positions, have been combined. And as per the second convention of naming numbers, the combined digits takes the name of their rightmost place, which is 1000. So in the number 10000, when we place a comma just before the third position, we can very easily make out that the number is 10,000. Let us now look at a few more examples of 4-digit and 5-digit numbers and their names. This will help us to get a better understanding of the method of naming numbers. But before that we shall recapitulate the place values of the first 5 positions. In order for you to be able to remember the place values easily, I shall relate the place values with money value and material value. So the place value of the first position is 1. With a 1 rupee coin you can buy a chocolate eclair. The value of the second place is 10. With a 10 rupee note you can buy a pack of potato chips. The third position has got a value of 100. And with 100 rupees you can get a dollop of ice cream. Value of the fourth position is 1000. If your father gives you 1000 rupees, you can treat yourself and one of your friends with non-veg thalis. Now we have also learned that the place value of the fifth position or place is 10,000. In terms of money value, we can place a check of 10,000 rupees in the fifth position. And in terms of material value, you can buy a low-cost smartphone with 10,000 rupees. Please note that the fifth position does not have a unique name like the first 4 positions. As per the second convention of naming numbers, which we have learned a little while ago, it gets the name 10,000. In other words, we utilize the name of the fourth position in order to derive the name of the fifth position. I shall now show you some examples which will help you clearly understand the method of naming numbers. Our first example is the number 4937. Name of this number is 4937. Quite simple, isn't it? Our next number is 2504. And its name is 2504. Next, let's take the number 3015. The name of this number would be 3015. Since there is a 0 in the hundreds place of this number, we omit the 100 in its name. We shall now take a 5-digit number. The number is 75000. Name of this number is 75,000. With 75,000 rupees you would be able to buy a very high quality smartphone. Let's take another 5-digit number, 38560. And its name is 38,560. If you find it difficult to name this number, you can always put a comma before the third position. This will make it clearer that in the fourth position we have the number 38, and we shall call it 38,000. We are doing so because we know that the fifth position does not have its own unique name. As our last example of 5-digit numbers, we shall take the number 99024. Name of this number is 99,024. After putting a comma before the third place, we can easily make out that there is a 99,000 in this number. We shall now move to 6-digit numbers. For that we shall first determine the place value of the sixth position. There are two ways in which you can find out the place value of the sixth position. In the first method, we take the largest 5-digit number, which is 99999. We call this number 99,999. With 99,999 we shall add 1. And the answer is a 6-digit number, 100000. The second method of finding the place value of the sixth position is to take the place value of the fifth position, which we know is 10,000, and multiply 10,000 by 10. By this method too, we get the same 6-digit number, 100000. The Indian name of this number is 1 lakh. I would like to tell you that lakh is an Indian word. If you tell a European or American person that the cost of your father's scooty is 1 lakh rupees, he will not be able to understand how much money you are talking about. Because the international name of the number 100000 is different. We shall learn the international names of such large numbers in the next tutorial, that is in tutorial number 5. Coming back to the place value of the sixth position, we now know that the place value of the sixth position is 1 lakh. You may have seen that the man of the match in an IPL game is presented a check of rupees 1 lakh. With 1 lakh rupees one can buy a brand new scooty. So we now know the place value as well as the money power of the sixth position. Next we shall determine the place value of the seventh position. In the Indian method of naming numbers, we do not have a unique name for the seventh position. But in the international method of naming numbers, the seventh position is called million, which we shall learn in the next tutorial. In this tutorial we are learning the Indian method of naming numbers. To determine the place value of the seventh position, we shall solve the multiplication, 10 times 1 lakh. 1 lakh, as we know, is the place value of the sixth position. Answer to 10 times 1 lakh is a 7-digit number, 10000000. Again let's take the largest 6-digit number, which is 999999. Name of this number is 9,99,999. With which we shall add 1. And our answer is the same 7-digit number 10000000. To be able to conveniently name this 7-digit number, we shall use 2 commas. One before the third place, and another one before the fifth place. This will mean that the digits in the fourth and fifth positions are now in a combined fourth position. And similarly the digits in the sixth and seventh positions have been merged into a combined sixth position, having the name lakh. We are doing so because the fifth and the seventh positions do not have their own names. So after putting in the commas it becomes easier for us to name our 7-digit number, 10000000. Yes, you are right. Name of this number is 10 lakh. Therefore we now know that the place value of the seventh position is 10 lakh. Like we placed a check of rupees 1 lakh in the sixth position, let's place a check of rupees 10 lakh in the seventh position. If you can win a check of rupees 10 lakh signed by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, you would be able to buy a brand new car with that check of rupees 10 lakh. So you now know the money power of the seventh position as well. I am telling you about the money and material values of each and every position only to make it easier for you to remember the place values. We shall now look at a few examples of 6 and 7-digit numbers and their Indian names. Before doing that we shall once again remind ourselves the place values we have learned so far. In the process we shall also learn another important fact about the place values which we have not talked about so far. Let's first bring in a place value table. As you can see, in the first row of the table we have the sequential positions first, second, third, through to the 9th position. In the second row we have the place values in words. In the third row we shall now write the place value in figures. So the place value of the first position, as we know, is 1. Place value of the second position is 10. The number 10 also happens to be the smallest 2-digit number. There is no positive 2-digit number smaller than 10. You already know that the place value of the third position is 100. And, an important fact about the number 100 is that it is the smallest 3-digit number. Similarly the place value of the fourth place, 1000, is the smallest 4-digit number. If you multiply the place value of the fourth position by 10, the product that you get is the place value of the fifth position. Mathematically, 10 times 1000 is equal to 10,000. Place value of the fifth position is 10,000, and it is the smallest 5-digit number. This method of finding the place value is applicable to all the positions. We can call this method the 10 times rule. As per this 10 times rule, if you multiply the place value of any position by 10, you get the place value of the next higher position. For example, if we multiply the place value of the 8th position by 10, the product we get is the place value of the 9th position. The other method of finding place values is the +1 rule. Let us now apply the +1 rule to determine the place value of the 6th position. For this we shall take the largest 5-digit number, which is 99,999. With the largest 5-digit number, 99,999, if we add 1, we get the place value of the 6th position, which is 1 lakh. In the same way, if we take the largest 8-digit number, and add 1 with it, we get the place value of the 9th position. The +1 rule is also applicable to all the places. Now coming to the 7th position, the place value of the 7th position is 10 lakh. The number 10 lakh also happens to be the smallest 7-digit number. You won't find a positive 7-digit number smaller than 10 lakh. We shall now take up some random 6-digit and 7-digit numbers and learn their Indian names. In order to get a better understanding of the method of naming numbers, we shall use a color-coded table. In the first row of the table we have labeled the positions 1st, 2nd, 3rd through to the 9th position. In the second row we have the names of the respective positions. As we know, the names of the first 3 positions are 1, 10 and 100 respectively. For these 3 positions, all of which have unique names, we have used a somewhat bluish color. Name of the 4th position, as you know, is 1000. You have also learned that the place value of the 5th position is 10,000, and in the Indian method of naming numbers there is no unique name for the 5th position. In the Indian method of naming numbers we treat the 4th and the 5th positions as a combined position having the name 1000. For these 2 positions we have used a separate color so that we can easily distinguish them. Lakh is the Indian name for the 6th position. Again, the 7th position does not have a unique name. Therefore, in the Indian method of naming numbers we merge the 6th and the 7th positions into a combined position having the name Lakh. For easy identification of these 2 positions we are using a different color code, which is a bluish-green color. In India we use the name crore for the 8th position. For the purpose of naming numbers, the 8th and the 9th positions are treated as a combined position having the name crore. To be able to easily identify these 2 positions, in our table we have used a reddish color for the 8th and 9th positions. In the third row of our table we shall write some random numbers. In the 4th row we shall write these numbers using commas for separating the combined positions as per Indian method of naming. And in the 5th row of the table we shall write the Indian names of our random numbers. First let's take a 6-digit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since we know that the 4th and the 5th positions are a combined position, we shall place 1 comma before the 5th position and another comma after the 4th position. Now it has become easy to name the number. And the name is 1,23,456. Let's take another 6-digit number 5,03,298. In the comma format we shall write 5,03,298. The Indian name of this number is 5,03,298. We shall take one more 6-digit random number, which is 9,24,015. With commas we shall write 9,24,015. And its name is 9,24,015. Since there is a 0 in the third position of this number, in its name the word 100 is silent. 100, as you know, is the name for the third position. Let us now try and name some 7-digit numbers. Our first 7-digit number is 25,000,000. I have already told you that in the Indian method of naming numbers, the 6th and the 7th positions are treated as a combined position. Also the 4th and the 5th positions are merged together into a single position having the name 1000. In order to conveniently distinguish the combined positions we make use of commas. Therefore we shall rewrite the number 25,000,000 as 25,00,000. As you can see from the table, the number 25 is to be given the name Lakh. All the remaining digits of our 7-digit number are zeros. Therefore the name of this number is 25 lakh. If you have watched KBC, you would know that if a contestant in the hot seat is able to answer 13 questions correctly, he wins 25 lakh rupees. 25 lakh is quite a lot of money. With 25 lakh rupees you will be able to build a nice and compact single-story house for your family. Let's take another 7-digit number, 30,05,263. Using commas we shall write 30, 05, 263. As you can make out from the table, the number 30 is to be named LAKH. So we shall write 30 LAKH. The next two combined digits 05 or 5 is to be named 1000. So next we write 5000. The digit 2 is in the third position, which is associated with the name 100. Therefore we write 200. Next we have 6 and 3, 63. So the name of our number is 30,5263. Let's try and name one more 7-digit random number. The number is 7632859. Using commas we shall write 76, 32, 859. So the name of this number is 76,32,859. Before we conclude this tutorial we shall get ourselves introduced to the 8th and the 9th positions. Previously we saw that the place value of the 7th position is the smallest 7-digit number, which is 10,000,000 and its name is 10 lakh. In the same way, the place value of the 8th position is the smallest 8-digit number, and the number is 1,000,000,000. I told you in the beginning of this tutorial that in the Indian method of naming numbers we use the name crore for the 8th position. After having seen the previous examples of naming numbers, you would now know that the name of the smallest 8-digit number is 1 crore. Which also means that the place value of the 8th position is 1 crore. A cheque of rupees 1 crore is what Mr. Amitabh Bachchan signs and presents to a contestant who is able to answer 15 questions correctly. With 1 crore rupees one would be able to build a spacious, fully furnished, luxurious 2-story bungalow. Let us now move to the 9th position. Like the other positions, the place value of the 9th position is the smallest 9-digit number, which is 10,000,000,000. The 9th position does not have a unique name in the Indian method of naming numbers. Therefore, for the purpose of naming we treat the 9th and the 8th positions as a combined position having the name crore. So the name of the smallest 9-digit number is 10 crore. The place value of the 9th position, as we now know, is 10 crore. In terms of money value we can place a cheque of rupees 10 crore in the 9th position. With 10 crore rupees you will be able to build a large shopping mall like the one you can see in this image. With this we have completed learning all the positions from the first through to the 9th position. We have learned their place values as well as the names of these positions in the Indian method of naming. We shall learn the international method of naming large numbers in the next tutorial, that is in tutorial number 5. For you to be able to remember the place values easily, I told you about the money power of each and every position. For example, the money power of the first position, or place, is equivalent to a chocolate eclair that costs rupees 1. Money power of the third position is equivalent to a dollop of ice cream costing rupees 100. The place value of the 5th position is 10,000. You can remember it easily by relating the 5th position to a smartphone that costs 10,000 rupees. Similarly, with 10 lakh rupees one can buy a decent sedan car. So we used this equivalence for the 7th position, whose place value is 10 lakh. Before concluding this tutorial, let's try and name a few 8-digit and 9-digit numbers in the Indian method. First let's take the 8-digit number, 7,000,000,000. Using commas we shall write, 7,00,00,000. Now it has become easier to name the number. And the name of the number is 7 crore. 7 crore rupees is the jackpot prize that one can win in KBC. With 7 crore rupees you would probably be able to set up a factory for producing tea from green tea leaves. Let us take another random 8-digit number, 4,19,65,826. We shall first separate the combined positions using commas. So we shall write, 4,19,65,826. As you can now clearly see that in the 8th position we have the digit 4. So we write 4 crore. In the combined 7th and 6th positions, we have the number 19. So next we shall write 19 lakh. Again in the combined 5th and 4th positions we have 65. Therefore we write 65,000. We have learned that we merge the 4th and the 5th positions into a combined position having the name 1000. The last 3 digits constitute the number 826. So the name of our 8-digit number is 4 crore, 19,65,826. We shall now take a 9-digit number. The number is 20,43,06,055. Before naming the number, we shall first separate the combined positions using commas. We have already learned in this tutorial that in the Indian method of naming numbers, the 4th and the 5th positions are treated as a combined position. Similarly, the 6th and the 7th positions are merged together into a combined position. Also, the 8th and the 9th positions in combination have the name crore. For convenience, we use commas to clearly distinguish the combined positions. Therefore, using commas, our 9-digit number will be written as 20,43,06,055. After putting in the commas, we can easily make out that in our 9-digit number we have 20 crore, 43 lakh, 6,000 and 55. So the name of the number is 20 crore 43 lakh 6,055. As the last example for this tutorial, let's take the 9-digit number 570971,406. Using commas, we shall write 57,09,71,406. So the name of this number is 57 crore 9,71,406. So that's it for tutorial number 4. In tutorial number 5 we shall learn the international names of larger numbers. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next tutorial.